Friday, October 20th, 2023. I'm Jody, and this is Astro Podcast, a weekly spiritual podcast. Welcome. And it's filmed in Studio Cloud 9. Welcome to my weekly podcast. Astro Podcast is produced by Power Boots, LLC. So, this week has been really crazy in terms of how the world is at chaos, just like that. Coming off of the annular Ring of Fire solar eclipse in Libra last Saturday. Happy birthday to all those who had their birthdays on this epic eclipse. It was so epic that it definitely had a meeting with some outer planets, and a lot of chaos has ensued since then, before then, leading up to then, and now this week after. And this is how it usually works. For the next 18 months, the star of the Nodo fate are Aries and Libra. And it is about peace or war. And it didn't take long for any of these things to really get stirred up quite quickly. Everything's been brewing underneath the surface. As Pluto woke up, it revealed things. It's in the last degrees of Capricorn. And this week we are preparing for another eclipse next Saturday on October 28th. And that's going to be again ruled by Venus. This time it'll be the very last eclipse that's occurring in the Taurus Scorpio axis, nodal fate of the moon. The fact that last Saturday it was a new moon means that we were also planting some seeds, some intentions for what we want when the moon is full in Aries, usually 6 months from now, right? And as the moon becomes fuller and fuller this week, from the 20th until the 27th of next Friday, as the moon starts to rev up and get brighter and brighter, it's going to go into that lunar eclipse, right? And it's going to be in Taurus. So there'll be a full moon in Taurus. And the sun is going to be in Scorpio by October 28th. So we will talk about that a lot more next Friday. What we're going to talk about now is that this weekend, with Venus on the 21st, October 21st, this weekend Venus is still in Virgo, and she has been cleaning house with the help of Pluto in Capricorn, another earth sign. So Venus this weekend will be having a beautiful get together with Jupiter, who's still napping in Taurus, which is another earth sign, which is where the full moon will be next Saturday. And then she's also meeting up with Pluto. Pluto is awake, so she's also having a meeting with Pluto in Capricorn. So the three earth signs are activated by Venus. She's the ruler right now of the eclipses. All the eclipses right now are ruled by her, right? Because Taurus is activated and Libra is also activated, who's ruled by Venus. Right now with Venus in Virgo meeting up with Pluto. So Venus is meeting up with Jupiter. As Venus is here cleaning out her closet and has gotten rid of a lot of things she no longer needs, because Venus in Virgo is going to get very neat and tidy and be very practical about what she does need. So as she's gotten rid of things, she has more room in her closet or her house, wherever, to add some other things she might want. So with the full moon gearing up next Saturday, Venus is pinging, talking, sending messages, text messages to them and saying, hey, Pluto, you know, let's get this cleaned up so we can move along, move forward. Because, you know, Peter ain't going to Libra. We need to have some parties, some people, some get together. And then I'm going to move into Scorpio, you know, and so, you know, once I get to Scorpio, it's going to be really the, you know, the beginning of really the cold season. So I'm going to need to get ready for that, right? So she's asking Jupiter over in Taurus, hey, can you help me out? Can you make sure you send some good vibes along here on the earthly plane in terms of finances, in terms of abundance of harvest, in terms of more love, not hate. And let go of some of your things that you think you need, but you don't really need, you know, like a new car. Do you really need a new car? Yes, okay, then get a new car. But do you really need a new jacket this year? Yes, then okay, get a new jacket. So these are things that Venus and Virgo is thinking about and trying to relay and say, well, can we recycle some things with Pluto over Capricorn? Can we recycle this? If not, then we need to get rid of it and overhaul it and get something that's more practical, that's actually going to keep us warm. You know, just things like that. I kind of see Venus in Virgo for the next week as she works with the moon also, because on Sunday, Mercury is leaving Libra, the sign of peace and harmony, but also the sign of passive aggressiveness, the way you talk and the way you communicate. As an air sign, it's a leader. So it's trying its hardest, but it didn't pan out too well during Libra season, right? And so now Mercury is heading into Scorpio, okay? And Mars is already in Scorpio. So now on Sunday, after Venus has this beautiful little meeting, trying to, you know, work out some peace agreements here and, you know, move things forward, Mercury joins Mars, and the thoughts and the speech and the communication becomes very full of um, energy, and that energy needs to go somewhere. Talk, talk, talk doesn't really help the energy for a lot of people. It incites energy though. So with Mercury here inciting energy and Mars saying, yes, I agree, let's do that, things can heat up quickly. You could invent something. You could cause a problem in the universe, saying things that maybe you should have said. So there's all kinds of things happening, especially with Pluto involved in Capricorn. You have to really watch out for what you say this weekend. And it's good for writing, it's good for things like that, but you have to be mindful of your speech. Things could really get heated up quickly with the sun also following on Monday into Scorpio. So at this point, at 0 degrees, it's a new start of something. And the full moon is gearing us up before it moves into Taurus for its full moon. So as Sunday into Monday, things start to heat up. The sun moving into Scorpio on Monday. Mercury's there with Mars. So by Monday evening, the sun, Mercury, and Mars will be in Scorpio, the sign of hidden agendas. This is the magical time where we are now moving to the fixed period of the fall, where the leaves are beginning to fall. And for the next couple of weeks here during Scorpio season, we will see the death and decay of all of the plants that can't survive the winter. So Scorpio always brings that time where the veil gets lifted just a little bit to where we can see into the other universe and see if we can understand what it means to be dead, right? This is when the thought of death, what does it mean? And we come to terms with it. And that is what's getting ready to happen as the sun meets up with a lot of planets, including the moon, which is not a planet, right? Neither is the sun, right? But the sun is going to go into Scorpio and bring this hyperactive energy that can be out of control. And with Venus and Virgo being in a sign that wants good health and service, be of service, it's going to be difficult. And the lunar eclipse, comes in to see what is causing all the problems. But it will be revealed as Scorpio season comes on with Mercury and Mars there. There's the energy to communicate it. It's going to get very heated. I said last week it was going to get very hot, heated. And this week that just went by was a continuation of that heat, that hotness coming in. But now, as we prepare for the full moon and the energies rev up with Mercury and Mars in Scorpio, with the sun, the collective will start to see and feel like they've been in the dark about certain things are going to come to light. And Pluto being active in Capricorn. Pluto is a friendly sign in Capricorn to Scorpio. Friendly in terms of they can get messages across to each other. But the problem is that opposite of Scorpio is Taurus. And Taurus has Uranus and Jupiter getting ready to wake up. And the moon, the full moon over there, is having a lot of energy with Jupiter there to stand firmly in its beliefs, because that's what Taurus is. It's the earth, the holding of the old ways. And the earth releases itself during the fall and the winter. So the earth is preparing to release itself. So it's also asking us to start releasing itself, releasing what no longer serves you. And also you're being reprogrammed, being kinder to each other. So that's a hard thing to wrap our brains around, in that, we don't have to work so hard, we can relax, we can have 3 days off and spend time with our family. That's really a nice thought, but can I have enough food to feed my family then? With taxes and the price of mortgages going up and all these new gadgets I need to have to keep up for my kids, for myself, for work, for all these things. What is going to be tested is, what is it that we value exactly? Is it having AI help us to make better, stronger, bigger things? Or is it the humans and their ability to live together peacefully and foster empathy and love collectively, so that they can raise the aura of the earth into a loving, caring, and we can have peace if we understand that there's so much on earth that we can share, that we don't have to hurt each other to get it. It comes from fear. So basically, when it comes down to it, we are astrologers reading charts and looking at charts, and we know that spirituality is the key to happiness. And spirituality starts with loving yourself. And that's where we're headed now, is that this Scorpio season will be much more powerful than any other Scorpio season you've seen. In terms of, you will be deep diving into your psyche, into that cave that's underwater, that you're going to go and try to get through and survive. And it's very, very symbolic of the Thailand cave soccer team movie and story that came out of Thailand a couple of years ago, where these boys went into the cave and then the rain came early and they got flooded in, and they had to have really the whole world come together and save them. So this is what the story is right now. This week, as the moon shifts, like today, it is in Sagittarius on Friday, and it starts to shift and move around into Capricorn, then Aquarius, and then Pisces on Wednesday, Thursday area, I believe, or Tuesday. And we're going to have all this collective emotional roller coaster like we do every month. It's just that now the moon is moving into a full moon, and it's really going to be a super full moon. And again, like every time there's an eclipse, it's a portal, and this one is a portal for us to collectively search for the truth, come to terms with the truth, either personally or publicly, whatever it is. Come to terms with that truth. You forgive yourself and move on from the fear of discovery. Move away from the fear of being shunned, or, oh my God, I made a mistake. Everyone makes a mistake, and you forgive yourself first. If you can forgive yourself first, then you can forgive another person, right? And sometimes you can't forgive that other person because you know what they could have done better. But when you look at yourself and learn that you must be the one who does better and not blame other people, it's a big relief to know that you can control yourself and do better. But again, like I spoke about last week, and it's not easy. It takes a lot of time alone, especially if you're a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If any of your sun, moon, or rising are in water signs, you're going to be very, very absorbent of energy, and especially Pisces. I will be back on October 27th before the full moon eclipse, lunar eclipse in Taurus. And in order to prepare for next week, as we're leading up to Saturday, really enjoy Saturday. It's going to be a lovely day for really seeing what it is that you value and love about life, and what you would like to always be available to you, right? And then you get into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you'll have a better handle on where your energy's going and what you want more and more and more. Then by Thursday, Friday, as we head into with the sun in Scorpio, by the time we get to Friday of next week, when I'll be back, the sun will be in Scorpio, Mercury will be in Scorpio, Mars will be in Scorpio. So starting Thursday, Friday, before the moon shifts into Taurus, we will have snap, crackle, pop. It's not just going to be hot. It's going to be explosive. So really watch what you say, watch what you do. Really think long and deep before you say things. Try not to get any conversations that are heated or any type of situation like that. And as always, around eclipses, remain inside. It's not always a good idea to go out and soak up that energy. And the fixed signs will be very involved this time because Taurus and Scorpio are fixed. So it will also affect Leo and Aquarius. But because the North and South Node are in Aries and Libra, they will also be affected quite a bit because of the moon controlling the North and South Node. It's not just the sun, it's all our personal planets being activated. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, all being activated. So personally, we're going to feel this. I kind of think of it as like a roller coaster. I saw this type of train in Switzerland the other day. It's the only train of its kind anymore in existence, where it gets pulled up. It doesn't have an engine, it gets pulled up like that. And it's the steepest train of its kind. And that's how I kind of see this full moon happening, this big eclipse, as we're climbing, and we're going through tunnels that are dark, and the only way you could have gotten these tunnels was to blow it up, right? That's Venus and Virgo, right? Thinking, how can we do this? Because we need to do this. We need to get up there and get food, or give food to people up there, and all these things, right? So that's what it's like. Up, 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 up. You're heading up there like on a roller coaster, and you're getting to the top on Friday. Feeling it Thursday, but Friday you're at the top. Friday when I come back on the 27th, and we'll discuss that. And I will tell you, you're going to go through right at the top. You're going to be able to see that eclipse. Huge, huge. So I'll be back. Take it easy again. Work on yourself. Control what you can control. Don't look to blame and point fingers at anyone. Sometimes you can slip up and forget and lose track of all the work you've done to get to where you are. And this is that week that could happen. This is that week where you could do something that you wish you had never done. So, as you get older, you start to learn, you start to feel these pressures and say, oh, that's why I was acting like that when I was 16, when I was 20, when I was 30, when I thought I was mature, but I wasn't yet. So even at 55, you can feel mature and know a lot of things, but you still could lose your mind to emotions. Say things and do things and and so try to really be in a place where you will not be angry at other people, and not especially at yourself. Take care, be safe, and thank you. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube page, my Instagram page, my Twitter page or X page. I'm also on Threads. I appreciate you. I really, really hope that you come back again next week, and I appreciate you for being here. Thank you so much. Have a great week. Enjoy this weekend.